Welcome back to the garage here at Basin Motorsports. So you want to get a sponsorship, but you're kind of like, man, I don't know how to do that. Well, today I'm going to teach you how I go about getting sponsorships for all of my car builds. So the first thing, let's not use the word sponsorship. It really should be partnership. Because a lot of times companies that want to partner with you want you to partner with them because you also want to have success. So a lot of times you can either call it a value exchange or a partnership, but a sponsorship anymore, very few people want to pay you for just being you. So the first thing before you go into a sponsorship, I want you to have a little bit of an existential conversation with yourself. Who are you? Now this doesn't have to be something where you ponder it for days, but just take a piece of paper out or open up a Word document or something like that. Write down anything that's different about you. For instance, I have a degree in engineering. That's something I tout a little bit because it gives me a little bit of credibility on being able to build cars. Now beyond that, I typically list out all the cars I have worked on over the last 30 years, the things I've owned, the things I've built, and some of the accomplishments that each of those vehicles has been. Some have been shown in magazines, others have been shown only on YouTube, but either way, I kind of make a who are you document, which helps explain who I am and what I've done. The next thing you need to figure out is what do you want from the brand or the company you're going to send a proposal to or to talk to. Now a lot of times it's going to be either money or parts or a combination of both. But you want to be very clear. Just saying, hey, I'd love to get some parts doesn't really mean much. But if you said, I'd love to get parts at cost, I'd love to get a discount of blank percent. Or in the case of a car build, you may say, I want a set of wheels, tires, fenders, something like that for free. But be clear of what you want from the company so that they know going in what they can be able to do for you. Now beyond that, I want you guys to list out what you intend to do to return business to them. Now, if you're on social media, a lot of times, yes, you're going to put pictures up for all of your followers. You might be making videos for your subscribers, but you need to list out what you're going to do to try and return to them. They are taking an investment, right? They're taking a product or they're taking profit and investing into you and your build. What are you going to do for a return to bring that back to them? Now, inclusive of that, of what you're going to do for them, you need to know what your schedule is going to be. Something that is going to be a year-long build, well, you have a start and finish point. Something that takes multiple years, that's okay. You probably know when you approximately want things going in. Think about like the major milestones of a build. Are you doing paint? Are you doing a complete interior? Are you doing a wide body kit? All of those are kind of major. You can list out the approximate length or the exact time you plan to have those done. Now, if this is built for something like SEMA, well, of course, you're going to have a time frame where it has to be done to a certain point. And you can always back up from there. I need to have blank done by this time, by this time, by this time, by this time, or loaded in a trailer, shown at SEMA. But have a schedule of what you plan to do. Now, speaking of SEMA, it is going to go into the next piece of how do you plan to have exposure for the products you're using or your relationship with the brand. A lot of times, yes, you can tag them if they have social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, any of those. Yes, you can highlight your partnering with them for their products on your build. There's other things out there you can do. You can do direct links to them from, you could do Instagram, Facebook. YouTube is a huge one because you can link directly to their website or their products or their YouTube channel, whatever the case may be. But you need to have a plan for exposure for their brand. Now, one thing I will say is that most people do not take full advantage of having guerrilla marketing. Now, a lot of times people are going to be like, I don't even know what that is. Well, think of it this way. How many times have you watched something on TV or a movie or something else? You've seen a product, but they didn't actually talk about the product, but you knew it was there, right? You've seen a soft drink, you've seen some kind of a beverage or anything else. They had a product in the video or whatever you're watching that they are never mentioned. That's guerrilla marketing, or at least what I call. See that? That's guerrilla marketing. If I didn't point that out, you'd see it, you'd know it's there, and that company's getting recognition. But I'm not even talking about them. Now, probably the last piece of getting sponsorship is going to be finding the right contact to send it to. And a lot of times this can be the hardest piece of getting sponsorships or partnerships, is finding the right person. Now, a lot of times businesses will set up a general email mailbox or a general contact that you can find on a website or maybe through social media. A lot of times they just go to a general folder, but if you can find the right person that handles partnership requests, that's even better. One thing to avoid though is CPR, and that is copy, paste, and repeat. As much as you can have a great proposal, one way to easily blow it is to forget to change the name or the brand or anything else of the proposal and send it in, right? You want a set of wheels, you approach wheel company A, you approach wheel company B, and forget to change company A's name off of it. Immediately that throws up, it has gone. You lost your chance. Now just be aware that a lot of times multiple brands are handled by the same group within a company. So be careful. Just know how many kind of brands are in an alliance, because you may be talking to the same person at each brand. So sending one proposal that looks almost eerily similar to all of them means, well, you might, same thing, just crinkle it up, throw it away. Now, I mentioned format as a written document, but really in this day and age, I wouldn't even worry too much about what the format is. Make sure it's just documented, and that can be a Word document, a YouTube video. Be creative, right? I've seen some great stuff out there where people have put together videos. I mean, they've sent in USBs, they've sent in DVDs in the past. Be creative, but be genuine. Whatever it is you're trying to ask for, make sure it's a legitimate thing and you represent yourself well, because all of that speaks to how you're going to do for the brand you're trying to be a partner with. So hopefully that came across pretty plain and simple. I won't say there's a whole lot of magic to getting partnerships. One, it's always, finding the right person, having a great presentation, and always knowing what you want and what you're willing to do to try and help out and pay back the investment in you from brand or company. So with that, I'll leave you to now get working your magic for your presentation, but be genuine, and you're going to find that companies and brands are a lot more receptive going forward. That's it for this time. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. Anything else, you can find me anywhere else on Facebook, Instagram. If you have direct questions that I can't or shouldn't answer in public, that's it. We'll see you next time.